What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great Tuesday. I don't normally do a video on Tuesday because of bowling, but I figured we have to say goodbye to the FRS. I paid off the lease, so we are in our last few days with this vehicle. So I just want to say a couple things about it and what's next for this car, because there are a couple more steps to go through. The lease was actually supposed to be up this upcoming September, but I went ahead and paid it off early. No negative reason for the car at all. The payment was pretty low. I haven't been using it a lot lately. With winter, I've been using the truck every day, and I hate to see it sitting in the back of the driveway, so I'd rather give it back to the dealership. Someone else will buy it and use it every day like the car deserves. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun little car. But anyway, so like I said, I paid off the lease. So the next step is, it will happen on Thursday for me, and that is the pre-turn-in inspection. So what that is, in case you don't know, when you lease a vehicle, Toyota, when you're done or near done, a lot of times people will do this a few months before they turn the car in to fix whatever's wrong with it. So what Toyota will do is they will send a third-party company to your house or your place of business, wherever, to check the car out, go over everything, and then send a report back to you a few days later telling you what you need to fix before turn-in, unless, you know, or you'll have to pay for it. So the good news for me is this car is pristine, it's brand new, it's only got 6,100 miles on it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this vehicle at all, but it's a good thing to do. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it when you're turning a lease vehicle in. They strongly suggest you do it so you could get an idea in case you'll owe anything, so you're ready when the time comes. You could also just drive it to a dealership when you pay your lease off and say, okay, here you go, I'm done with it, and walk away. But then they do an inspection and you may get hit with a bill out of nowhere. So I would definitely rather know ahead of time. But anyway, so that's what's happening next for this vehicle. On Thursday, it's gonna have its pre-turn-in inspection. And then after that, it will be headed back to the dealership and I'll be done with it. It's gonna be at Galt Toyota, where I bought the car, Endicott, New York, in case you're interested in this vehicle. Like I said, the thing's brand new, nothing wrong with it. Stock as can be. TRD cold air intake in there, but other than that, stock as can be. And it's a really good car. Some of the quick pros and cons, I don't want to go too crazy into it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to drive, and when I don't drive it for a while and I pull in every day and see it sitting here, I'm like, man, what a waste of that car to just sit. It is a good time. But you get behind the wheel of it and it was almost like, man, I really don't want to let this car go, because it is so much fun to, you know, as far as handling goes. It's not the fastest car in the world. It's quick. Just so much fun to drive. It's small, but I feel like that's one of the pros of the vehicle. It's a fun little sports car. It's not supposed to be something that takes a family out anywhere. You and a passenger can fit comfortably. I'm 6 foot. I fit no problem. I was actually more uncomfortable in the Tacoma versus this. This thing is a very comfortable car, you know, and it's got a pretty big trunk. If you got a couple bags, you know, you and the wife, you and the girlfriend, whatever, want to go away somewhere overnight, it's not bad at all when it comes to that. Wonderful gas mileage, wonderful gas mileage. I would say the only cons of the car that I, you know, in the almost 3 years that I've had it now, are it's terrible in any kind of weather. I mean, you can totally drive it in the rain, no problem, but, you know, you got to be careful. It's rear-wheel drive, it's very light. In the snow, no bueno whatsoever. Thing slides around like crazy, unless that's what you're intending to do. But as far as a daily driver, that's the only issues I had with it. Once again, amazing. I shouldn't have said good on MPG, I should say amazing on MPG. I was getting like 35 miles to the gallon. We took it down to Atlantic City a few times. I was up near almost 40 miles per gallon. As per the computer in this, it's probably a little less. But still, it was getting some crazy good gas mileage, and again, a lot of fun. It's a loud little car, man. Like, you could hear the engine all the time, you could hear the intake, the exhaust, but that's kind of what makes it fun. I strongly suggest, if you don't buy one, at least drive one. But if you're interested, it will be at Galt Toyota. So the lease is over, and that's how easy a lease is to end. You get your pre-turn-in inspection, and then you take it in, and you either get yourself a new vehicle or you walk away. All right. A lot of people, I will say this, when it comes to leasing, I've done quite a few leases. A lot of people, what they'll do is, say you lease a pickup truck and you use it as a pickup truck is supposed to be used. Meaning, you know, you take the quads out, you dent up the bed, you beat up the truck a lot. When you go to turn it in at lease end, they're going to charge you for all that. But a lot of times people will make a deal saying, how about you don't charge me for that and I'll get a new truck from you? And they're usually like, okay. So when you're turning in and you're walking away from it, that's when you got to make sure the vehicle is in good shape. So I'm in good shape with that. But once again, FRS, I'm very happy I owned it. No regrets whatsoever. But it's time for this vehicle to go to someone who's going to use it all the time. I was getting to the point where I was using this car maybe once or twice a month, and that's just not cool. Like I said, 6,100 miles. I've had the thing for almost 3 years. So let me know what you think. This will be the last video of the car, I'm pretty sure. So Twitter and Instagram at TundraDude34, TundraDude34 @gmail.com. This car will not be replaced, by the way. We're just doing Platinum Pro, and that's it.